Hi guys, in this screencast I'm going to show you how to analyze a source that you might like to cite from the internet and then how to write an annotation for that source in your Works Cited page. Now the first thing is that I've created this Google Doc called Tips for Evaluating Sources and I've posted it on our Moodle page so that you can take a look for it there. It's just got some helpful hints about what to do when you're analyzing a source and some good questions to ask yourself to get you to activate your thinking about whether that source is reliable or not. Now, first things first, I probably don't even have to tell you this, but of course be skeptical. Not all information on the web is true, and I've included a video from Google that does a really good job in about 2 minutes of sort of illustrating that issue. Now, once you've identified a source and you're thinking about using it for your research, I want you to ask yourself these 5 questions. First, what is the point of view of the website? Is there any bias on the part of the author? Second, what are they trying to get me to believe? What's the purpose of this site? Was it to sell me something? Was it to explain something? Was it to persuade me of an argument or simply to entertain? Sometimes identifying the purpose, therefore, can help you understand why it was made and give you a better sense of its reliability. Third, what kind of website is it? Does it come from an educational site that ends in .edu? Is it a business site that ends in .com? Is it a personal website, something that some individual has published out there to disseminate their opinions? Does it come from a news source, or is it a wiki that anybody can contribute to? Who is publishing the information? Does it come from a corporation, an NGO, a government agency, a university, or simply some individual? And then finally, what opinions or ideas are missing? This is another key to identify bias. Google recommends what they call the rule of 3 for analyzing sources, and I really like this. Basically, the idea is that you try to verify the information you find on a site with 3 other sources. And if you're able to do that, that helps you to better make a conclusion about the reliability of the information you're getting. Okay, once you've gone through this analysis, you're going to need to write an annotation in your Works Cited for that citation. And the way that you're going to do that is by using NoodleBib. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. And basically, in your annotation, you're going to take 1 or 2 sentences to summarize the article and briefly explain what it's about. Take 1 more sentence to state why you think it's reliable as a source. And then the final sentence, you're going to say how it relates to or is relevant to your research. All right, so let's take a look up here. This is the site that I cited for my research. It's called Book Sprints, an Open Approach to Collaborative Writing from The Hindu. And then what I do to write my annotation is I'm going to go into NoodleBib. I'm going to open up that Works Cited. And here you can see the name of the website, Hindu. Here's URL, the author's name, and the title. And then down below, there's this text box that allows you to write the annotation. And I've done so here. It says, and again, you're looking for those 3 components. Do I summarize in 2 sentences? Do I tell the reliability of the source in 1 sentence? And do I tell how it's relevant to my research? And here it goes. The article describes how writers have adopted the open source collaboration model in order to come together and produce a full-length novel in no more than 5 days. These events, called book sprints, use collaborative software that allow participating authors to edit each other's work, track the book's revision history, and chat online about the book's progress. The article appears to be reliable since it comes from one of India's largest English language newspapers and was referenced frequently in other sources that discuss different examples of open source collaboration. The information in the article relates directly to the research topic because it provides a concrete example of how people outside of the software community have used the principles of open source to increase their rate of production. All right, sounds good. I'm happy with it. I've done those 3 things. I'm going to submit it. And then when I'm ready to export it and put it into my Works Cited, I'm going to come up to this Print Export button, click on the down arrow, and I'm going to export it to a Google Doc. Now this is important because you're working in a Google Doc, you want to export it to a Google Doc so that it maintains the correct format. It's thinking. Once it does publish it, then you'll be able to then copy that and paste it directly into your Investigate document. And here it comes. This is what it looks like. Here's your citation. The annotation follows right underneath it. Now I'm ready to copy this entire works cited and paste it right into my investigated document. All right, that's what you need to do for homework. See you next class.